I think inevitably, if you are a bossy boots, and I also had that leveled at me, it doesn't always make you the best leader. I think you've got to temper
Yeah,
bossy,
you learn to do it differently.
do it differently. And ultimately, the best idea that people have is the one that they think they've had themselves. And so empowering other people to come up with the solutions, I think, is a much more empowering way, a much more successful way of developing people, because those bosses who are just bossy, and you have then a culture of, well, I've told you to jump, well, tell me how
Yeah,
high.
it's authoritarian.
People don't think for themselves. But ultimately, if you can work with people so that they, within the values and the culture and the vision that you've set, that they can then think for themselves, then you've got a much more successful organization. And you as a leader have time to be working strategically on your business rather than having to direct everybody.
Yeah. And I must say, I've been guilty of that until I had a business coach. And then I learned not to go in and rescue everybody. And the idea is that you don't take on other people's problems, you get them to sort it out for themselves.
And the best leaders are those who engage their staff in such a way that they are given the space and the support to succeed, but failure is seen as an opportunity to learn and develop and grow. But in the end, they might get success in the short term, but in the long term, it's very costly, because they have to be the fount of all preferment, the fount of all standards, rather than every member of staff, whatever their role, seeing themselves as the leader, but seeing themselves as the leading professional within, whether that's a cleaner, the secretary, a teacher, whoever, that they then know intrinsically the standards. You know, what does excellence look like, feel like in the context of this organization?